E at the end of a one syllable word, if there's an E at the end of one syllable word,
Yeah.
it has no sound. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When we talked about syllables, we talked
Bake.
about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, bake. There's
No.
an E at the end of bake, right?
No.
Can you wait?
No.
No, you can't wait?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you can wait. Okay,
No.
bake. For example, bake, there's an E at the end of bake, but it doesn't have sound. It has no sound, right? Okay, can you give me other examples?
Roll.
Row and
Gate.
game, prize, what else?
Prime.
Huh?
Prime.
Prime, yeah. But that's not a one syllable word. Okay, so pen, there's no E at the end of pen. Okay. All right, and then there's another rule. If there's a, if there are I and E together, you put I before E, except after C. Does that
Huh?
make sense?
No.
Let's look at the chart. Look at the chart in the, at the bottom. It says I before E.
Yeah.
For example, relief, believe, knees, chief, field.
Chef.
In these words, you spell I before E. And look at the next one. E before I because you have C. C-E-I, not C-I-E. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay? And then there are exceptions. There are always exceptions. Almost always exceptions. Okay, look at the exceptions. Weird.
Weird.
Weird. Yeah, that's exception.
But
Weird.
it's E before I.
High, science, those words are exceptions.
Textual.
Yeah?
Why science is book? I think
But yeah, that is an exception. One of the exception words. Okay, so you have to just remember science is one of the exceptions. Okay, look at the next part. So when you have Y at the end of a word, sometimes,
I.
but not always. Why is that?
I.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Pony.
You don't always drop Y and put IES for plural. Sometimes you have to keep the Y and just put an S at the end. Because sometimes you have another vowel before Y.
Aha.
So when you have a vowel before I, like A, E, O, I, U, if you have those one of those vowels in the spelling, right before Y, then you do not drop Y. You keep the Y and just put an S at the end. But if you have a consonant instead of a vowel right before Y, then you have to change the Y to I and put ES at the end to make it plural. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Are you focused or
Yes.
distracted?
I'm focusing
Are you
today.
sure?
Yeah.
You're focused.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you understand how it works with Y?
Yes.
If there's a vowel right before the Y, are you listening? Then you keep the Y and put S at the end of the word to make it plural, or make it third person singular. Okay? Because buying, B-U-Y, that is a verb. It's not a noun. So when you put S at the end of this word, it makes this word third person singular, right? But if you put an S at the end of a noun, that becomes plural. Do you follow?
Yeah.
You guys are looking at somewhere else, not at me. Are you focused?
Yes. I'm distracted.
You're distracted? Why? No, you're not? Okay. All right, guys. Okay, let me check your pages and move on.